there's a perfect way you can use to read for a very long hour without even thinking of falling asleep. There are a lot of students in Nigeria who can study up to 4 to 5 hours daily, because not because they don't want to study, but just because whenever they carry a particular book to read, after the first 2 or 3 chapters, even with the willingness in their heart, they still see themselves sleeping. And if you fall among this category, just know that you are not on your own. There are a lot of people suffering from it, facing through the challenges. I was facing through it until I learned the perfect tricks and tips of reading for a long hour. And not just reading for a long hour, I was able to read and perfectly understand and recall what I have read. If this is your first time of visiting my channel, my name is Basi hjkkkk. I'm a 200 level medical student in the University of Calabar. And in my channel, I talk to students about academic excellence and onto people also on how they can live a wealthy and healthy life in Nigeria. So today I'm going to give you some tips on how we can use to study for a very long hour, and you will appreciate it. Don't forget to hit on that red subscribe button. Let's go. So number one is sleep productively. In 2012, a research was made in a particular school where some students were grouped into three. The first group, they were all made to read for 5 hours. The first group, after they were given a break in between the 5 hours, the first group were made to go and watch television during the break. The second group were made to go and take a nap, and the third group were forced to continue reading. After the period of the break, they were all called back together and they were asked to recall what they read. It was found out that those that watched television perfectly forgot what they read, left with those that took their nap and those that were forced reading. They were told to go home, and after 2 weeks, they were also called back. And when they found out that those that took their nap still had the ability to recall what they read last 2 weeks, and those that were forced to read couldn't actually understand what they read. Now, there's a common notion among Nigerian students that sleep is for the weak. Those that sleep at night are not intelligent, they cannot pass the exams. This is a very wrong notion that has passed into the mind of Nigerian students, and some of them force themselves to read for a long hour without productivity. So you have to sleep productively. You have to sleep whenever you are reading. You have to sleep whenever you are reading. You understand? And you are feeling sleepy, make sure, for example, if I read a particular topic, make sure you read that particular topic. And if you are feeling sleepy, give yourself some break, go and sleep, and you come back. Don't just say because you want to read this particular course or you want to read it, or you force yourself to read it all, even when you know that you're supposed to give yourself a break. You can read. If you want to read for 4 hours, you read for 2 hours and give yourself maybe a 1 hour break. You go and take a nap and you come back. So that is number one, you have to sleep productively. And number two is you have to set your environment right. Setting your environment right goes beyond having a reading table or having the materials you want to read. Your environment is the area you want to sit down and read. Where you are setting your table, is it comfortable? Are you actually comfortable where you want to read? Are there noises around that you can put a stop to? So those are what I'm saying. Your environment. Are they playing music? Are there hot jams around that will distract your reading? If yes, if you can put an end to it, or if you can put a stop to it, it will be very nice. So setting your environment right also will help you study for long hours. Number three is do not eat heavy. Majority of us as Nigerian students will read at night. So you don't have to eat heavy. Now a lot of our food we eat over here is full of carbohydrates. From our yam to our garri to our rice, they are all made of carbohydrates. Now when I'm saying do not eat heavy, I'm not saying you shouldn't eat before reading. What I'm saying is that you minimize the way you eat when you want to read. You don't have to eat in a glutton way. You don't have to eat and finish up everything just because you want to finish up everything. You eat and eat and eat and eat and eat without being able to actually time up yourself and say, no, okay. You understand what I mean? You just have to eat little so that you won't feel heavy, because when you eat much, you carry a book to read. You see yourself that in 30 minutes or 20 minutes, you start falling asleep. So you have to stop eating heavy when you want to read at night. You just have to eat to be satisfied and not to overfill yourself and become heavy. Number four is take caffeinated drinks. When I started university in my year one, I was really afraid of failure, and I had to start taking caffeinated drinks, coffee, fearless, predator, those stuffs that can just keep me awake. And I even had to start licking tom at night whenever I'm reading. So those stuffs help me. So you have to start taking caffeine if you want to actually stay up at night and read for long. But please make sure that too much of caffeine in your body, especially as a young person, is not that good, and it can give you a sleeping disorder. So you have to know how you take it, and not regularly. Not regularly, but there are sometimes you take it maybe and you want to, you have an exam or a test, you can take caffeine. Not regularly. You don't need to become addicted to caffeine. And if you have watched this video to this particular minute, that means you actually love my content. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share this video to your friends. They might be having this challenge like you too, and they are actually looking for who will tell them how they can manage this challenge. And don't forget also to like this video. And number 5 is you have to study shorter but intensely. You don't have to force yourself that today I must study for 12 hours. No, it doesn't work that way. You must schedule up your time of study. You have to study. If you want to study 4 hours daily, that is correct. And what I mean by shorter is, if you want to study 4 hours daily, it doesn't have to be 4 hours in a stretch. You can give yourself 2 hours at early morning and 2 hours in the evening. It will also help you to study shorter, but this time intensely, because you are actually focused and you are not giving yourself this self-deception. You are not lying to yourself that you are studying when you are actually forcing yourself. But this time around, you are studying with joy. Number 6 is studying in a group. Study group actually helps as a student, because it stands to serve as a form of motivation. Just like in the library, when you go to the library, you tend to get motivated when you see students reading. So that's the same thing like a study group. Study group won't only help you to get motivated, it will also help you to recall that question and answer you do among yourself. It will also make you to become perfect in what you are read. And also you must keep your body hydrated, and also use cold water splash. Cold water splash go a long way, where you keep water. Like me, that is what I do. I soak my leg in water when I'm reading. No, not regularly, but when I'm feeling tense up to read, I soak my leg in cold water so that I won't feel sleepy. And I make sure I drink water, keep a bottle of water beside me, where I take regularly. Whenever I'm feeling sleepy, I can take the bottle of water, and it will keep me refreshed to continue pushing and pushing and pushing. And lastly, after you are subscribed, the last tip and trick is that you must make smart choice of what you want to study. You must make smart choice of what you want to study, and this will boil on to how to set a good reading timetable, as I will show you in my next video how you can set a good reading timetable that will make you also to make smart choice of what you need to study. And if you find this video helpful, kindly click on the red subscribe button, share this video to your friends, and make sure you like this video, comment, and continue getting updates anytime I'll drop a video like this. Until I see you the next time, I still remain my humble self, Basi Ejubajong, the English blogger. I love you.